Welcome to Travel Marketeering Live. I'm Joshua Harrell, Chief Revenue Officer at World Via Travel Network. I've spent the better part of 2 decades writing books on marketing, working on alongside. Now I get to say I work alongside over 90,000 travel advisors and agency owners around the world who are building something real. If this is your first time here, if this is your first time here, welcome. If I keep coming back to, if is this your first time here? Well, this could also be your first time listening on the podcast. Welcome. Grab a notebook because today is a write things down kind of episode. All right. Quick note, if you didn't know, Travel Marketeering Live is now an audio only podcast on all major podcast platforms. So if you're more of a listen on the go person, search Travel Marketeering with Joshua Harrell wherever you get your podcasts. Okay. 2 weeks ago, we unpacked step 2 of the Thriving Travel Advisor Blueprint. Become known for travel. We broke it into 3 movements: show up, stick around, stand beside. We talked about how roughly 11 touch points over 90 days on a single platform can make you unavoidable in your niche. We covered why social media is rented space and email is where trust compounds. And I gave you some tough love. Progress is the path. Imperfect content beats no content every single time. All right. Here's what today is about. We're taking show up off the whiteboard and putting it on the calendar. By the end of this hour, you will have a complete 90-day content plan mapped out week by week, built around your Marquee Travel Win, with 3 content types running 3 days a week. No guessing, no, I'll figure it out Monday. You'll leave with the plan and the worksheet to execute it. Okay. Before we dive in, a few quick things. If you haven't already joined the Travel Marketeers private Facebook group, if you're watching live, just search Travel Marketeers on Facebook and request to join. And that's where you'll find today's downloadable worksheet, replays, as well as a community of advisors doing this work right alongside you. So, like I said, search Travel Marketeers in Facebook and request to join. And then also subscribe to the World Via Travel Network YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And you can find us now on Instagram and TikTok at Travel Marketeering. You can also follow me at Joshua Harrell. I'd love to see you there. And if you are new, let me explain something. In this community, we drop TM in the chat. It's our version of a greeting, a high five, an amen, a little joyful noise, and says, I'm here and I'm with you. So right now, drop a TM in the chat. Let me see who's in the room and let each other see who's in the room. All right. Here's my opening question for you. Drop your answer in the chat. What is the number one thing that stops you from posting content consistently? Is it time, ideas, fear of judgment, not knowing what to say? Be honest, because there's no wrong answer here. Okay. While you're typing that out, and I can hear the little sound. It's telling me that people are dropping it in the chat. While you're typing that out, let me tell you something I've seen over and over again when I talk to advisors about content. Nobody says, I don't want to do it. Almost everyone says, I don't know what to post. Or I start strong and then fall off. That's not a motivation problem. That's a planning problem. And a planning problem has a planning solution. That's what we're building today. Okay, so think about it this way. If someone handed you a meal plan that said Monday, grilled chicken and roasted vegetables, Tuesday, salmon bowl, Wednesday, pasta with greens, you wouldn't stand in the kitchen wondering what to make. You just make it. Content works the same way. The reason most advisors stall out isn't lack of creativity, it's decision fatigue. Every day you're waking up, you think, what should I post? That's a day you're burning energy on the wrong question. All right, I'm going to pop over to the chat and I got to move my mouse around here. My mouse is doing all sorts of things today. Let's say, come on, pop those. Is it do you have a fear of being judged? What is preventing you from creating content consistently? Let's see. We've got. I can definitely see. Ooh, let me grab my little. I got a new studio set up, so guys, you got to bear with me here. All right, let's see here. I got hello from Tammy in Orlando. Good to see you. TM to you, Tammy. Erica Worldvia, that's our director of member development and engagement. Erica, thank you for joining me on a Saturday. I appreciate you. We've got Kathy. Hello and happy Saturday. TM right back at you. Rachel, TM back at you. And Kathy's answering the question. She said, I post consistently, but it's mostly static images or content from suppliers, Rallyo, Soci. I want to post more content with me in it so clients connect with me, not the supplier or the destination. I hear you loud and clear on that one, Kathy. You are not alone. Tammy said decision fatigue. Yes, that's hers. And Reshma, hey from hey TM from Texas. TM back at you. And Amber said not knowing what to post and fear. Oh, fear's out there, right? Fear is definitely something that we all deal with. I'm sorry, my mouse is like wanting to be very not happy with me today. All right, there we go. So that's what we're going to take the guessing out of it today. That's exactly what we're going to do. So here's the framework. Your 90-day content plan runs on 3 content types. All right, write these things down, and you're going to post 3 days a week. That's it. Not every day, not twice a day. 3 intentional posts per week. If you remember from the last episode, roughly 11 touch points over 90 days makes you unavoidable. 3 posts a week for 13 weeks is 39 touch points. That's more than enough to build real momentum. The 3 types of content are teach, show, and invite. Write those down, okay? You got to write those down. This is going to be the backbone, all right? Teach is where you share your expertise. You're giving your audience a reason to trust your brain. This could be a tip, a myth buster, a how-to, a 3 things I wish my clients knew before booking. It positions you as the expert in your Marquee Win space. If your Marquee Win is luxury river cruising in Europe, your teach content might be the one question most people forget to ask before choosing a river cruise cabin. Short, helpful, specific. All right. Show is where you let people see the experience. This is the visual proof that you know this world. Behind the scenes from a supplier event, a client's trip photo with their permission, a reel walking through a resort, a carousel of your top 3 properties and destination. Show content does the work Words can't. It makes people feel something. Invite is where you open the door. This is your call to action content. I have 3 spots open for fall Italy trips. DM me if you want first look at pricing. I'm hosting a free 15-minute trip planning call this week. Comment plan and I'll send you the link. Invite content converts attention into action. Most advisors skip this entirely because it feels salesy. But here's the truth. Here's the truth. I had to get an F on that one. If you're teaching and showing and never inviting, you're building an audience of spectators, not clients. All right. Let me say that again. If you never invite, you're building an audience of spectators. Teach earns trust. Show earns desire. Invite earns the booking. How's that sound? Can I get a TM? If you're down with that, can I get a TM? All right, now let's anchor all 3 types to your marquee win. This is what makes your content plan yours, not some generic social media template. Pull out the Marquee Travel Win you defined back in episode 4. If you don't have one yet, think of the one trip type you'd put your name in lights for. That's whenever I'm talking about Marquee Travel Win, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, this is the thing that you want to be known for. This is the trip that you want to be known for. Okay, so here's how it works in practice. Let's say your marquee win is family adventure trips to Hawaii. Your week might look like this. Monday, teach. 3 activities on Maui that keep every generation happy, from toddlers to grandparents. You're showing off your knowledge of the destination and the travel style. All right. Wednesday, show. A photo carousel of a family snorkeling and Malokini. I'm probably saying that so wrong. I was in Hawaii for it was less than 24 hours. That's the only time I've been to Hawaii. It was less than 24 hours. So I chose Hawaii examples for today, and I'm probably going to butcher this. So Malakini, that's what it feels right. Okay, so it's a photo carousel of a family snorkeling, sunset on the beach with lays, and kids learning to surf in Lahana. I feel like I might be getting that right. So that's visual, it's emotional, it's real. Okay. Then Friday, invite. I'm building custom Hawaii family itineraries for winter break 2027. If your family wants adventure and together time in the same trip, DM me. I'll send you a sample itinerary to get the wheels turning. See how none of those feel forced? They all flow naturally from the same marquee win. And here's the beautiful part. You're not starting from scratch each week. You're working the same territory over and over again, going deeper each time. Week 1 might be activities. Week 2 might be timing. Week 3 might be budget tips. Week 4 might be a client success story. The marquee win gives you a well that never runs dry. How's that sound? Can I get a TM for that? I think that right there, it's not going to go dry, guys, but you gotta, success leaves clues, and I'm sharing it with you right now. All right. On today's worksheet, you're going to map this out for 13 weeks. Weeks 1 through 4 are your foundation, getting comfortable, finding your rhythm. Weeks 5 through 8, you're building momentum and starting to repeat themes with new angles. Weeks 9 through 13, you're in a groove, all right? And you'll notice engagement picking up because people have seen you enough to trust you. All right. So now I'm going to see if I can get my little mousy guy to get over here so I can see what's going on in the chat. Let's pop over to the chat. Boom. All right. Look at this. You know what? I am loving this. So Tina, thank you. Just reminding everybody, teach, show, invite. Uh, TM back at you, girl. Kathy, TM. Oh, I'm getting the TMs all over the place. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what? That's why I love this community. All right. So oops, Lord, I am having a time today with my little mousy guy. All right. So glad that you're here. Glad that you're here. And you know what? Keep on participating in the chat, because not only do I get a lot out of it, but the people watching at home right now or at the little league game that they're watching or whatever, when you guys have questions, when you get excited about something, it does make others see, oh, you know what? They're just like me, or I'm not the only one. Okay, that's what community is all about. So that's why I constantly pop over to the chat. And those of you listening on the new podcast, well, chat with us some other time when you're at home. All right. So let me check in with you. Drop your answer in the chat. What's your marquee win, and which content type, teach, show, or invite feels easiest to you right now? While you're thinking about that, let me address something I hear all the time. Joshua, I don't have professional photos. I haven't been on a fam trip. I don't have client content to share yet. Here's what I want you to hear. You don't need any of that to start. Your teach content comes from your brain. It comes from your brain, guys. You can teach from research, from training, from a supplier webinar you just attended, from a conversation you had with a BDM. Your show content can start with supplier trainings. Most supplier media libraries give you permission to use their assets. Screenshot a gorgeous resort suite from a supplier site, add your commentary, and post it. Your invite content is simply asking people to take the next step with you. None of that requires a plane ticket. And I'll tell you something else. Some of the most effective content I've seen from advisors in our network starts with the phrase, I just learned. Did you know? Those aren't polished. Those are not produced. They're just a person sharing something real. And that's exactly what builds trust. Okay. All right. I'm going to pop over and see what you guys are thinking. You know what, guys? I'm going to bring somebody. If you want to come to my garage and help me with my mouse right now, I would love you forever. So let me make sure I got my screen right here. Reshma says, Joshua, this topic comes at the perfect time. I have so much content to post, but I feel like I've been at a standstill, not knowing where to start. Reshma, you're in the right place here, because you know what I'm going to say. Get going, get smart, and then get good. If you're in a place where most people they're striving to have all that content, so you're right in the right space. Let's see. Kathy said, "Show Marquee Win, luxury women focused trip to Southeast Asia." I love that. I love that. Reshma said, "I'm Disney niche and have tons of footage, etc." etc. Like I can't speak. I'm sorry. But structure is what I need. I'm going to give you the structure. Because that's what travel marketing is all about, is structure. Because when you don't have structure, you're just floating in the wind, and that does no good for anyone. All right. So, I like this. Tammy, Marquee Win, Mama Mia girls trip to Greece. So show for her. Love it. Guys, this is awesome. All right. Okay, what is going on here? Okay. So this is exactly what the worksheet walks you through. So let's keep building. All right. And guys, if you're listening to this, you can always come back and get the worksheet. It's in our Facebook group. So now we're going to get tactical. Open up the worksheet, or if you're watching the replay, download it again, Facebook group. So here's the structure. Section 1, your marquee win anchor. Write your marquee win at the top of the page. This is the North Star for every piece of content in your plan. Everything flows from this. Very, very important. Okay. So, section 2, your content buckets. Under each content type, teach, show, invite, you're going to brainstorm a list of topics. I want at least 5 teach ideas, 5 show ideas, and 5 invite angles. Don't overthink them. Just get them on paper. Think about questions your clients ask you. Think about things that surprised you during a supplier training. Think about the misconceptions people have about your marquee destination or travel style. Okay. Section 3, that's the 13-week map. This is a simple grid, week 1 through week 13, with 3 columns: teach, show, invite. You're going to slot your ideas into the grid. You don't have to fill in every cell right now, but aim for at least the first 4 weeks completely mapped out. And here's a pro tip. Batch your ideas in themes. If week 1 is about why this destination, week 2 can be about best time to go. Week 3 can be what's included versus what to budget extra for. And week 4 can be what past travelers say. Each theme has a natural teach, show, and invite angle. So you're never starting from a blank page. That needs a TM right there. All right, so let me show you what this looks like for our Hawaii advisor. And again, if I butcher anything about Hawaii, just remember I was there for less than 24 hours. But I know a lot of you. I know Hawaii is a good example, so bear with. Okay, so week 1, theme: why Hawaii for families. So Monday, teach 3 reasons Hawaii is the best family trip for kids under 10 who've never flown underwater. All right. Wednesday, show: photo of a family at a luau, flower crowns, wide eyes, a plate of Kahlua pork, bigger than a toddler. The caption: this is what a Tuesday night looks like in Maui. All right. Friday, invite: planning a family Hawaii trip. I specialize in itineraries that balance adventure with everybody actually happy. All right. DM me and I'll share you what I'm building for winter break 2027. Week 2, theme: timing and logistics. Week 3, theme: budget and value. Week 4, theme: social proof and client stories. See how the themes rotate, but the marquee win stays constant. That repetition is the whole point. You're training your audience to associate your name with that trip. All right. Now, the plan is only as good as your ability to execute it. So let's talk about consistency systems. First, pick one primary platform. We talked about this in the last episode. You don't need to be everywhere. If you're most comfortable on Instagram, go there. If your audience is on Facebook, go there. If you're a writer and love LinkedIn, go there. One platform, master it, then expand. Okay. Second, batch your content. This is the game changer that most advisors miss. Set aside 60 to 90 minutes once a week, Sunday evening, Monday morning, whatever works, and create all 3 posts for the week. Write the captions, choose the images, schedule them. That way you're not waking up every morning wondering what to post. You did the thinking already. All right. Third, use a simple tracking system. The worksheet has a checklist row for each week, posted or not posted. That's it. You don't need a fancy tool. You need visibility on whether you showed up, because what you track, you tend to do, right? That's with so many things. What you track, you tend to do. Fourth, build in grace days. Life happens. You're going to miss a post, maybe 2. That's fine. The plan isn't ruined because you missed a Wednesday. Skip it and hit Friday. The 90-day plan is a compass, not a contract. All right. And here's something I need you to hear. The goal of this 90-day plan is not to go viral. The goal is not to get 1,000 followers. The goal is to become unavoidable to the right people. Remember what we said 2 weeks ago? You need roughly 11 meaningful touch points to move from I've seen them to I trust them. 39 posts over 13 weeks is 3.5 times that number. You're not just showing up, you're compounding trust. This is the Japanese principle Kaizen in action. Small, consistent steps, not revolution, evolution. And if you've read my book, Travel Marketeering, a complete guide for starting or refreshing your travel agency, you know I believe in this to my core. The advisors who win aren't the ones with the biggest budgets or the flashiest brands. They're the ones who keep showing up. All right. Final chat moment. Drop your answer. Just drop it wherever you're watching from. What is the one thing you're going to take action on in the next 7 days based on today's show? This I want to hear it. I know you're working on your worksheet, but I want to hear what's one thing that you're going to take action on in the next 7 days based on today's show. Maybe it's brainstorming content buckets. Maybe it's mapping out week 1. Maybe it's just committing to a posting schedule. Tell me what you're doing. All right. So while you're thinking, let me recap what we've covered today. All right. Number 1, your 90-day content plan runs on 3 content types: teach, show, and invite. 3 posts a week. That's your rhythm. All right. Number 2, every piece of content anchors to your Marquee Travel Win. That's what makes it yours and keeps your audience clear on what you're known for. Number 3, you map it out on a 13-week calendar with rotating themes, so you're never starting from scratch. This is that structure, Reshma. Number 4, you batch your content weekly, track what you post, and build in grace for weeks that don't go according to plan. Number 5, the goal isn't virality, it's trust. Roughly 11 touch points over 90 days makes you unavoidable. 39 posts make you undeniable. How's that? All right, let me pop over to the chat and see what you guys are saying over here. Over the next 7 days. All right, pop in chat. There we go. See, you know what? I'm a one-man show over here, right? I'm a one-man show making it happen. All right. So Tammy said, grace is so important. Life happens. If you get one flat tire, you don't just throw your hands up and flatten the other three. Tammy, if you don't think I'm stealing that one, you are fooling yourself because I definitely will be stealing that one. All right, so Kathy said, building out my themes for 13 weeks. All right, I love it. I love it. And you know what? When you think about it, if you say, I'm going to build my content calendar for the year, I'm going to sit down and build my content calendar for the year. That is so overwhelming. That is absolutely overwhelming. But taking 13 weeks, that's and just even sitting down and writing these themes down, right? This is something you can do while you're watching Netflix this weekend. Just jot it down. But once you do it, it's so powerful. Ah, I love it. Let's see. Tammy said schedule and get at least the 4 days setup. Brainstorm with a VIA. So Tammy is talking about not everybody here is a member of World Via Travel Network. So what Tammy is talking about is Avia. It's our AI business partner. It's the platform that our advisors get to use to ask all sorts of questions, build strategies, build content, all built with the World Via brain trust. So I'm so excited that Tammy, you're going to use Avia to help you here. Rachel said, I'm going to plan out my official business launch post for week 1. So Rachel, welcome. I guess I don't know. I don't want to say welcome. I just want to say congratulations on getting to the point where you're launching. That's so exciting. So congratulations. We're here for you. Jump into the Facebook group and let us know how it's going. All right. I love it. I love it. Reshma, creating some structure and mapping out some themes to work with. I think that's a great plan for this week. I love it. Gone Girl Travel. I'm going to batch content today for this week's 3 posts. You know what? You get the first.
Yeah, girl.
Maybe one more.
Yeah, girl.
Of the show. I love it. I love it. Think about it. You just need to schedule 3 posts. Just 3 posts. What could we spend time on today that what could we spend less time on today that would be so beneficial to our business, right? I love it. I love it. Let's see. Paradise Coast Travel, mapping out my posting schedule and content. Perfect. Katie, commit on on schedule posts. Love it. Jenny, work on batching, teach, show, invite. Ah, I love it when I love it. A little reinforcement of the theme there. Paradise Coast Travel also said brainstorming ideas for themes like traveling with an autistic loved one. Asked me about inclusive travel. Love it. Let's see. Tina said brainstorm by Monday. I like it. You've given yourself a deadline. I love it. First 2 weeks post scheduled by Wednesday. I love it. Oh, that's so you guys, everybody gets a yeah, girl. And then I gotta like get my, there we go. See, I've got toys that I can play with here, but I'm still getting used to this setup. What do you guys think of the new set? I feel like it's not as colorful. Those of you who are watching on a visual platform, I need to get some more things. I don't know. So let me know what you think. All right. So getting back to where we are here. There we go. Uh, all the chat right there, that's a travel marketeer, or those are travel marketeers right there. And this is what I love about our community. It's not about just our network of advisors. We have advisors all around the globe that are part of this community. We have travel supplier partners who are a part of this community, because at the end of the day, good travel marketeering helps us all. And that's thank you guys. And I am just coming off of being at Cruise 360, where I got to host a really cool panel with all these executives from the cruise lines. And whenever I'm doing something like that, I'm so nervous. I'm absolutely nervous. And I was sweating buckets. But I just wanted the audience to have a good time, and I wanted the panelists to have a good time too. The thing is when you're on stage, sometimes you can't see or hear or feel the audience. And I didn't know if anybody had a good time. I was talking to really cool, really brilliant sales and marketers, leaders in the industry, and I couldn't tell if the audience was having a good time. So when I got off the stage, I kind of like was backstage, kind of sad. I was a little sad sack, and I just thought it went terrible. And then I was walking to go get some lunch, and I had so many people who are new to our community or are just learning about travel marketeering come up to me and say that they got inspired to do something or to check out something. And it wasn't it wasn't fluff. It was the real stuff. And that matter that just it just warms my heart. And that's what I love about the travel industry is those anyone who attended that session could have just like walked away with information. They could have been inspired, that's fine. But what I loved is that people felt compelled to stop me and tell me what they were going to do, which partner they were going to work with. And to me, that is when we get into to talking about all these very specific systems and things like that. Yes, that's important. That's the how. There's the why behind it, right? But the heart of being in this industry, and something that I've learned in my almost 9 years in the industry so far, is that as an industry, we want each other to succeed. We've got each other's back. And anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to digress there, but I'm coming off of a really cool experience, one where I hope they ask me back. Hey, Clea, if you want me to come back, I'd love to come back. But at the end of the day, if you are new to this industry is amazing, and there's so much knowledge, and there's so many success stories. And if you look around, people will share that, they'll show you, they'll teach you, they might invite you to learn, right? Can I just come back to that? But here's what I want you to do right now. All right. Download the 90-day content plan worksheet from the Travel Marketeers Facebook group. Go to Facebook and search Travel Marketeers. And look for today's post. I made sure it was there for today. I pinned it at the top. You can also find the Thriving Travel Advisor Blueprint if you are new and you haven't gotten that. I've got that pinned to the top of the Facebook group. So please go get that if you haven't gotten it already. So for the content plan, fill out section 1 and section 2 this weekend. Map your first 4 weeks and start posting next week. I know some of you are giving yourself a week for getting the themes together, but if you can, let's speed it up a little bit, right? So fill out section 1 and section 2 this weekend, and then map out your first 4 weeks. Start posting next week, even if it's just one post, right? And then, of course, I'm going to ask you, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Travel Marketeering for clips, tips, and behind-the-scenes content between episodes. I'll be honest with you, we're just getting those channels started. So don't be too hard on us. Like our team is getting things together, but we wanted to make sure that you could get some inspiration while you're scrolling at any given time. Also, subscribe to the World Via Travel Network YouTube channel so you don't miss what's coming next. Okay. So speaking of what's next, all right, I have to skip a bit just because I've got some more events to go to. This is event season, right? So on May 9, we're tackling Look Booked Solid online, even if you're brand new. Okay. We're going to audit your profiles, your bios, your online presence, and make you look like the established advisor your clients deserve. Even if you signed your agreement, you joined a host agency, or you opened the doors for business last month. All right. That's step two's stick around and stand beside in action. So you don't want to miss that. All right. I just want to remind you again about that Thriving Travel Advisor Blueprint. Everything we're doing this year, everything I'm talking about in these Travel Marketeering Lives is all about the Thriving Travel Advisor Blueprint. It's free. It maps out all 5 steps, and it's the framework, okay? So download it from the Facebook group. You don't want to miss that. And last but not least, I just want to say thank you for being here, whether you're live on the replay or listening on the podcast. You showed up, all right? And that's step 2. Keep going, and I look forward to seeing you on May 9th. So I'll just sign off real quick with a TM to you, right? TM, guys, and have a wonderful day. If you have any questions at all, if you want to share some ideas of things that you'd like me to go deeper on in the future, Joshua at worldvia.com is my email address. I am happy to hear from you. As I said, travel marketeering is something that is for anyone in the travel industry, and it helps us all just look amazing. All right. So TM to you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye, guys.